Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you for coming to the 2021-22 signing day here at East High School. My name is Rich Turner. I'm the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program Coordinator and the Director of Workforce Development for the Rochester Technology and Manufacturing Association. I want to thank you for coming to tonight's event. This is the first time we've done a signing day in the city of Rochester School. We're very excited to be a part of that here at East High School. Tonight, we have 15 companies from around the greater Rochester area signing up 30 youths, seniors and juniors, for youth apprenticeships this year. We have apprentices from East High School, Monroe One BOCES, and several high schools around the region, including World of Inquiry, Aquinas, Rush Henrietta, Fairport, and more. I would love to thank our folks at East High School for helping us do this program today and for their hospitality. We couldn't have done it without you, and it takes a really great partnership. So I'd love to thank one of my good friends, Vice Principal Akua Kankam D. Thank you again. She helped get me connected to the school. Superintendent Dr. Sean Nelms, who we'll hear from a little bit later. The Work-Based Learning Coordinator, Muriel Spano. She has been incredible help for us. The CTE instructors, Susan Gross and Paul Conroe. They have been great with helping us prepare these students as well. Also from Monroe One BOCES, we'd like to thank my good friend, Superintendent Daniel White, Principal Mike Errett, their Work-Based Learning Coordinator, Celine France, our CTE instructors, first of all, Lenny Hall, who I've worked with for several years. He's a great help with us. And Scott Combs and Dave Swilley have also helped us here. Without BOCES partnership, we could not have done this. FlyUp exists because we're a community of collaborators. And we have the best in this community when it comes to collaboration. One of our newest fans, and our new mayor has been a huge proponent of workforce development in his few months in office. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to welcome the Honorable Malik D. Evans, Mayor for the City of Rochester.
Hello, everyone. Wow, what a group. Big group. I feel like we should have some draft day music, though. It's a big deal. I'm a big sports guy, so whenever we, this is similar like NFL signings, and I think that it's just as important because we know how important manufacturing is and has been for our region, and the fact, and I'm here with our county executive, and he talks about this all the time, how there are tons of jobs that are out there, and there are people who are looking to fill those jobs. So you all are playing a role in terms of filling those important jobs, and we know how important this is. Particularly, we see what's going on with the global economy. And I submit to you that what is happening with the global economy, it gives even more credence as to why manufacturing in America is so very important. And we need to have individuals that are able to meet the demands that we're going to have even more going forward. So this is extremely important. I want to thank Rich and the Rochester Technology and Manufacturing Association. This signing day is a big step towards your future. You are charting the path for your children and grandchildren by being here today. Because one of the best ways, one of the most important ways that we can stop poverty is making sure people are working. And we are putting money in people's pockets. How do we stop violence? By putting people to work. Because you guys, once you sign and you go to work on these jobs, you're going to be so doggone tired when you get home, you're not going to have time to get If you are getting in trouble, that means that you're not working hard. You won't have time for it. So, and it also gives you the ability to get off your parents' payroll. How many of you guys are still on your parents' payroll? Parents, a lot of these kids on your payroll? Yes? Get them off your payroll and they can get on their own payroll, get on these companies' payrolls. So you get to understand all these skills, all these things that you worked on. Now you will understand why it's important, and it's it's that hard work and that preparation coming together to be able to show positive and successful results. So I couldn't be more proud to be here today, proud of you, proud of our employers. Can't do this without the employers. Thank you, employers, for setting you up for success. This is really just as important, as I said, as the NFL or NBA draft. My son, he's 7, always asks me, I want to be a football player. Yeah, that's important. But you know what I really want him to say? I want him to say, I want to be able to get and have a good career, have a good job. You guys just aren't getting jobs, you're getting careers. So this is paying off. And I can't wait to see all that you will accomplish. You are paving the way for folks who will come behind you. So I want you to understand that this is an extremely big deal. I want to again thank the Rochester Technology and Manufacturing Association for all of your work and for doing this in the city. Don't let this be the first year. We have some beautiful facilities in the city, including this great room here. I hope that you do this in the city every year, because the city is our heartbeat. County is important. We hear from our county executive is important. He'll tell you. The city is the heartbeat. And then all those towns, that's the tentacles. And if the heartbeat isn't strong, so goes the city, so goes the county, so goes the state. So by you having this commitment and having this here, it's a demonstration of you understanding the importance of doing this work and having this in the city. So I greatly appreciate it. Congratulations. Give yourselves all a good round of applause. Thank
you. Coming and supporting us. Prior to joining our team, I had the pleasure of working for about 10 years for Monroe County, the last 5 as its workforce development director, including 1 year under our current county executive who's been doing some great things for workforce development. I'd love to introduce the county executive, Adam J. Bella.
Thank you, Rich, and it is really great to be with all of you here today, to be here with the mayor. Look, guys, you got the mayor, you got the county executive here. This is a big deal, what's going on today. I've never been to a draft before, but first I want to start and thank the Rochester Technology Manufacturing Association, Rich Turner, the whole team here for pulling this together again this year. I want to say a couple things. First of all, I want to say how real grateful I am to local companies for stepping up and participating, all the businesses participating in this, giving this opportunity to our young people so that they can learn about careers that exist out there right now, jobs that are available right now, be able to grow their interest in working and in the local economy. But most importantly, I really want to thank students who are here, who are participating in this. I can't tell you how proud I am of you. The last couple of years in school here, when you're going through high school, whatever high school you're in, this has been tough, right? This has been tough. Your schedules have been all upended. A lot of you were remote for a lot of the years. You're wearing a mask for some of the years. You're cohorts now, and you're moving around. It's been really tough. It's been really tough. But you know what? You persevered. You pushed through it. You succeeded. And look at where you are today. We're coming out of this pandemic. We're getting to the other side. You can sort of see what the future might be. And not only did you get through the pandemic, but now you're taking a risk on yourself by doing something you haven't done before. You're going to go be an apprentice, or you're going to do a training program. You're going to go work for a company now that you haven't worked for before. You're going to go into an environment. Some of you may never had a job before. You're going to go into a job environment now. You're going from a school environment that wasn't normal, wasn't real, wasn't something you've seen before. And now you're going to a work environment, which is something you haven't seen before. And you're doing it to better yourself, to better your family, and to get a better future for yourself. And I can't tell you what a sense of pride that gives me as a leader, and I know your parents, your school administrators, how proud they are of you too for taking that risk. I have 2 young kids myself, 10 and 12 years old. We often talk about taking a risk. You can't succeed if you're afraid to fail. So you've always got to think about being able to fail forward. That's what participating in a program like this is all about. And you're also now taking a role from the biggest thing. So as leaders, like the mayor and I, we go around the community, we figure out what the challenges are that are facing our community. The challenge that's facing the business community right now, and I know the businesses who are participating will tell you the same thing. Number one problem, can't find workers, right? It's sort of funny. If businesses aren't coming to me saying, county executive, we need more incentives, we need this to draw companies here. I'm saying is we need workers. We need to engage our young people and get that pipeline moving again for people who are, people in our community who are looking for work. We have all the job trainers out there. We got folks from MCC here, all these different job, training programs, and universities and colleges and building trades and all that. And then we have job creators who are creating these jobs. This pipeline really needs to get solidified so that we can get this pipeline done from people looking for work through the training and into jobs. You are a shining example of how this pipeline, and the companies, it's just all of you, are a shining example of how we can strengthen that pipeline and put people to work. So this is a really great program that we can all look at. It's a shining star, a perfect example of how to lift people up and give you a brighter future. So thank you again, students. Thank you to the companies who are working on this. And again, Thank you for putting this program together. It's fantastic. Right up.
As we said, this program takes a lot of work. A lot of the work is done with our local high schools. Superintendent Nelms is actually going to be speaking with us a little bit later. We just also want to acknowledge him and the team here at East because I live about 5 minutes from East. This is a school that's very close to my heart, next to my alma mater, Eastridge. But I will say this, it's great to have East involved this year. It's great to have a lot of great students. It's great to have the team here at East very involved as well. We couldn't be any more excited. This is done through partnerships. It's also done through sponsorships. This is a program that costs businesses nothing. It costs the students nothing. Two of our greatest partnerships are the grants that we receive from RG&E, which helps us do a lot of our marketing, which helps us celebrate these students, which helps us get the word out. RG&E paid for a lot of advertising for us for this program. We had spots on every radio station in town, including WDKX. We had billboards placed throughout Monroe County and the surrounding regions, and many in the city of Rochester to raise awareness. Through that, we had more than 65 students in the city of Rochester alone apply for this year's program. If you want to compare that, last year we had 99 total students through the 9-county region. So obviously our efforts to expand through the city was huge. This program was created by ERTV with Monroe Community College. They're the best community college in the state. They are an incredible collaborator. This was come up through a couple of conversations between my boss, Executive Director Bob Floyd, who was in this position, and Dale Pierce, who has now moved on to a different role at MCC. But with me taking it over, with Mike Smith, the apprenticeship manager over there, we have not missed a beat. And we have not missed a beat because MCC has been a huge, tremendous, helpful partner for this program. That's why I'd like to introduce from MCC, Kristen Sines-Kins, the Acting Vice President for Economic Development, Workforce, and CT over at MCC. Kristen?
For that wonderful introduction. And thank you to all of you. It is so great to see all of your faces here today. And I thank you so much for your participation in the program, and I congratulate you. This is such an exciting day. I also want to thank and appreciate our employers and our elected officials. Thank you for being here. It's an exciting program. And it's really important that we develop that talent pipeline for advanced manufacturing in this community, as County Executive Bello had mentioned, and we're proud to be a part of it. And again, I just want to say how grateful we are to our sponsors and the RTMA, and let's get to the good stuff. Give yourselves a hand.
Several years of workforce roles, and she's been a great leader through this changing time over at MCC. I'd also like to thank a couple other folks at MCC that help us a lot. There's John Troy, he's always willing to lend an extra set of hands. He's been tremendous. Ross McCauley has always helped us with whatever we need. So with that, we are going to start the 2021-2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day here at East High School. Now, one housekeeping thing, this is a celebration. So when we announce people, cheer, be loud, be proud, let's have some fun. We are here to celebrate the students, we're here to celebrate the schools, and we're here to celebrate the companies. So let's have some fun. So first, if we can bring up a couple of our companies. Our first company we're going to bring up is Rico Manufacturing. Ross is going to step in for them. And then our next company that we're going to bring up is going to be Nico Form. So if Nico would like to come up to this table as well. Well, sometimes we're going to go a little out of order because sometimes kids have different schedules. One of the great things about this program is if a student has a different schedule and cannot make it or has to make it a little late, they're still going to be able to do their extracurriculars. So we want to make sure that all the students do get celebrated, whether they're here or not. So with our first overall selection in the 2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day, Rico Manufacturing Group selects Maisha Montgomery, senior from East High School. We didn't want to recognize her because she is our first round draft pick for the evening. With our next first round pick, we introduce Nico Form over on Cascade Street in Rochester. This is their first year in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program. We could not be more excited to have them. So with their first overall pick, Nico Form selects Nishan Clark, senior, East High School. See, we'll sign you over.
Girlish figure.
Once again, we do encourage you after you get signed, we have a step and repeat. Take some pictures on your way out. We do have some snacks and some water for everyone. We do want to thank you again for coming up. So, Nishan, thanks again. Congratulations. With their next first round selection, Nico Form selects Gregory Tucker, senior from East High School. Seeing how machines work, he is unable to make it as well today, but we do want to celebrate him as well. Our next pick comes out of SPX Flow on Mount Reed in Rochester. With the next first round selection in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day Draft, SPX Flow selects David Rodriguez, senior out of EMCC. He is actually unable to make it as well today, but we do want to celebrate him. And then we're going to have one more pick coming up for Nico Form. Nico, in his first year, they have 3 picks in the first round this year. They've done a great job being a new partner with us for the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program. And if we have a representative from PGM, we'll have them come up to the next table, please. And a representative from Isaac or ITech can also come up to the table after that. So with the next first round pick, Nico Form selects Massimo Perry, Jr. out of East High School. And working with his hands.
Let me step back to the ball.
One more time, Massimo Perry, everybody. If we have a representative from PGM, they can come over to the blue table. Once again, we do encourage you to take some pictures, have some fun with this. I think Roger, you're standing again for PGM. PGM is located over on Emerson Street in the city. This is their 3rd year in the program. They actually do have a current New York State registered apprentice through Halayap that is currently in his 2nd year. So with the next first round pick in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day Draft, PGM selects Jeremiah Bronson III, senior from World of Inquiry. not in attendance yet today, but we still do want to announce them. One of our new programs to this new companies to this program is Isaac, the iTech Training and Education Center. Aubrey I've known for several years and worked around various recruiting efforts, so we're glad to have her on board as they are working in manufacturing and the trades. So with iTech's first overall pick ever for the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program, they select Olivia Marcano, Jr. out of East. Sightseeing and travel and music. Once again, let's give a huge round of applause for Olivia Marcano. Our next selection is out of PGM. PGM has been, like I said, a third-year company in this program. Very few have been in all 3 years, and PGM is one of those companies and a couple other companies here tonight that you'll hear from as well. So with PGM's second overall first-round pick, they select Jermaine Barley Sr. out of Leadership Academy. We're going to have PGM step aside, and we're going to bring up Optimax to the blue table, please. And our next selection in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day Draft is the second first-round pick out of Isaac, iTech. So with their second selection, iTech selects Emiliano Ocasio, Jr. out of East. Works strong, working on cars, and he's also interested in fabrication. After Emiliano signs up, we can have our friends from Rochester Industrial Control to the red table, please. Our next company coming up to the blue table is Optimax Systems. Optimax has been a huge proponent of apprenticeships and youth apprenticeships. They're also a third-year partner in this program with us, and we love having them. Jim Van Coudenberg, the guy we will never let retire, he's here tonight again. So with the first-round pick out of Optimax, they select Nolan Gangarosa, Jr. from EMCC Reagan High School. We'll have you sit. So no, we're going to keep you up there for a moment after you sign, because we have another pick coming up right after you.
We're going to sign this. You sign first.
4 times, have a round of applause for Nolan. The next selection is Rochester Industrial Control. This is RIC's second year into the program. They've done multiple areas, much like Optimax. So another pick, and this is actually a really cool thing, with RIC's first round pick, they select Carter Gangarosa, Jr. both in the hockey, tennis, and judo. Like I said, it's great that we have a second set of twins. The first set we had was from the Batavia Bossies earlier this year. So. One more time, round of applause for Carter. Do a quick photo of both of you guys with the jersey together on your shirts. We'll keep the two companies up here. One more time for Dino. Our next pick's also coming out of Optimax. They are one of the worldwide leaders in optics. Just had another tour there last week. It's always good to see new things going on. So with their next first round selection of the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Draft, Optimax selects Alejandro Martinez Jr. out of Fairport High School. He's incredibly patient with us, so we got to go and see him in Fairport, and he's very excited about getting into the field. One more time for Alejandro. I'm going to take a pause from the draft activity for a second because I do want to acknowledge one of our special dignified guests who has joined us. I know he's coming from another event. Once again, I want to thank him and his team over here for their hospitality. One more time, can we welcome Superintendent Dr. Sean Nelms from East High School. Dr. Nelms has been huge in getting us in here. Between him, me, bothering Dee a little bit, and then never stop bothering Marielle. I want to thank you again.
I'm sorry, I got a little nervous when you said dignified. I didn't know who was talking. So, yeah, something like that, I apologize, but this has been an incredible undertaking, and I think communities that have advocates like these folks are communities that thrive. I know they have tried for years to get a partnership established, and this is just the start of the beginning. So for those who are here visiting the city or East for the first time, welcome. And for those who helped put this together, Spano and Gross and others, I really appreciate your advocacy. Our kids deserve these opportunities like everyone else. And if we're going to have a vibrant Rochester community, it has to start with the kids getting to know one another, to interact with one another, and to become one another's supports. So to all the students here, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations to the parents. Thank you for being such support systems for them. And we will continue to be a more vibrant and productive Rochester community because of folks like these and because of the kids who represent what we want to see in our communities moving forward. So let's get back to the draft.
Okay. Once again, we couldn't have done it without our great educational partners. And East is new partner to us this year, and we're hoping to continue to expand that for years to come. Once again, if you want to, please take pictures, have fun, enjoy this. We ask that you please tag Youth Apprenticeship, hashtag Youth Apprenticeship, hashtag FLAF. Tag East that you're here so people know the great stuff going on at the school. Tag your homeschool, tag your business on social media. We really want to get everyone involved. We'll be putting this up on our social media as well for BRTMA, and we'll be putting this on the FlyUp website. So we do thank everyone. We're really enthusiastically, incredibly happy to have everyone's participation here. So now we get back to the draft. With our next selection out of Rochester Industrial Control, they select Sam Fachi, Jr. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Sam.
It's okay.
Yeah, mistake. That was a mistake.
That's okay.
That would have been my bad.
All right, buddy.
Go, Sam.
Woo!
One more time, a huge round of applause for Sam. Our next pick is another pick coming out of Optimax. Once again, like I said, Optimax is one of our most committed companies. We do love working with them. I head over to Ontario County several times a year to visit them and other companies in the region. So with Optimax's next first round selection, they take Maury Prout Jr. Out of East High School. Maury's into MMA and kickboxing. He likes to fix cars with his dad and also does home repair. I have to have him come to my house once in a while. He is also a mentor and on the wrestling team. So we have, as you'll see when you're watching these students' bios, we have a lot of very well-rounded kids here. And that is no mistake. These kids are very interested, they're motivated, they're dedicated, they're the next generation of workforce, and we couldn't be more proud to have some great kids that we're doing tonight. One more time for Maury, everybody. And with RIC's final first round selection for the 2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day Draft, RIC selects Cameron Brown, senior out of Fairport.
Perfect, thank you.
This section will have the representative from Baldwin Richardson to please come to the red table after Cameron signs. One more time, so a huge round of applause for Cameron Brown. Once again, I want to thank our friends from RIC again for coming in for tonight's event. We appreciate having you guys again. Our next first round selection in the 2021-22 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day Draft. Optimax selects Michael Levy, Jr. out of Fairport. Fairport, one of those schools that they showed out for us this year. They were incredibly enthusiastic, and they had a lot of kids, as well as another high school we'll be mentioning a few times today.
Handsome.
Maybe come over here. One more time, so a huge round of applause for Michael. Our next business is from Macedon and Williamson. They're a new business to this program, Baldwin Richardson Foods. So if anyone's been at McDonald's, I know there's one literally about 5 feet away from here, and had any chicken nuggets, the sauces are made right here in our area, which is awesome to see. I almost want to take a crate of sweet and sour home for my kid, but I will say, it's a great thing that they're doing, and they're doing great things over at Baldwin Richardson, including the New York State Register Apprenticeship with the RTV. So with Baldwin Richardson's first round pick of the 2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day, they select Brian Mott, Sr. Brian, their first homeschool student selected this year. He is in the basketball, video games, and involved with his church youth group. One more time, let's hear it for Brian.
You're almost done, Frank. Scared.
Now, if we can have a representative from OptiPro, please come to the red table. I believe Carly's here.
I want to look at his financial impact just to figure out what they're offering.
Carly, we have you at the red table. Coming up, thank you. So with the final first round selection out of Optimax, Optimax selects McKenna Verhagen, Jr. out of Aquinas Institute. I'm not mistaken, McKenna is our first Aquinas student ever in the program. So we're excited to see that she applied, and we're excited that she did very well in her matching day interviews. And now she'll be having a job shadow over at Optimax. McKenna. If we can have the representatives from Mini Tech please come to the blue table. Our next selection is out of OptiPro. They're also right over the Monroe County, Wayne County border. OptiPro is a company that I met several times a year as well. We do a lot of great things with them. They do a lot of great training for apprentices. They offer the apprenticeship program as well. And they're really great partners of FlyUp and the RTMA. So with OptiPro's first round selection of the 2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day, they select Michael Meyerhofer, Jr. out of Rockland. We know that he said he was coming. He's a homeschool student. He is into video game and design. But let's give him another round of applause anyway. If we can have the representative from the Monsees group to please come to the red table in a moment. Our next company that we have is Minitech Framing Systems. This is their first year into the program as well. They were very enthusiastic. They jumped in both feet first. They were also in our Wayne Finger Lake Stanley campus as well. And they've become great partners already with us, even in their first year. So, for their first selection of the East High School Finger Lakes Youth Signing Day Draft, Minitech selects Youssef Alkazi, Jr. out of Rush Henrietta High School. Trying to get out on time, but I know he was very enthusiastic and very excited about joining this program. He is one of a few Rush Henrietta students that came in for this program as well, so we're hoping that they make this into a career and maybe spend their senior year over at EMCC. One more time for Youssef. If we have a representative from Monsees Group to the red table. Ross is going to stand in for Monsees. And then we can also have a representative from MWI, if they are here. I believe I think someone is. Yep. So Monsees Group, they're over on Brian Henrietta Town Line Road. They are one of the first year groups for us as well. I worked with Song over there when they were back in the city a few years ago, so it's great to see them joining into the Youth Apprenticeship Program. So with the Monsees Group first overall selection of the 2022 draft, they select Blake Hodgson. Thomas here for Blake. Our next company is MWI. They are a longtime partner and member of the RTMA. I've worked with MWI in my past roles as well. It is their first year in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program, so we're excited to have them, working with some youth as well. So with MWI's first overall selection of the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program, they select Ivan Blanco, senior out of Brighton.
Yes, Ivan! Let's see that smile. There you go. Thank you. Congratulations.
just a reminder, young people, please, we have swag bags for you. We have a lot of cool stuff in there. Please take one before you leave. We also do have refreshments in the back. Please take those as well. Really cool stuff in the swag. We have some really fun stuff. I'm not going to spoil it for you because I picked them out myself, and I really like them. I actually took some of the swag for myself because I can use it at home. So please, remember to take your swag bags. One more time for Ivan. Our next selection is the second pick for Monsie's group. With the second first round pick, Monsie's group selects Ryan Webb, Jr.
Yep, Ryan!
What's going to be the representatives from Parlick to the red table after this signing, please?
Ross replacing Ross. There we go, yep. Musical cheers.
Our next signing from MWI, also in Henrietta, they select Leifska Ortiz, Jr. from Rush Henrietta. Leifska may have also been at work tonight. I know she did contact me about coming tonight, but we do want to celebrate her and Rush Henrietta. They've had placed a few students in our program this year, so we want to thank them. One more time, let's have a round of applause for Leifska. And if we can have, after MWI is on the blue table, our representatives from Hand Tech to come up to the blue table. Our next pick comes from another first-year fly-app participant. This company is called Parlick. They're over in Parrington. I had a chance to tour them earlier this year. Another great company, great location as well. Well, with their first overall pick of the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program signing day draft, Parlick selects Brandon Nashburn, Jr. out of Webster. He's actually at a Skills USA competition. Okay. So obviously he's showcasing some of those skills for you guys before he even starts. Okay. But he is a junior out of Webster Schrader. So one more time, let's have a huge round of applause for Brandon. We're down for our last about 5 or 6 picks, everyone, so we do want to thank you again. Please, students, once again, grab swag, grab food and water. We're having a celebration. Let's have a good time tonight. So with our next pick is another first-year program, Hand Tech. I believe they're in Honey Falls. Honey Falls, I know my boss Bob has toured them. One of my good friends, Ian's working with you guys, so please tell him, you'll talk smack to him for me. But Hand Tech, with their first overall pick ever in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day Draft, they select Stephen Christ, Sr. out of Rush Henrietta. hobbies include computer repair. He is also a leadership participant. Tim, we want to thank everyone for coming out. If there's any students that after we do our last pick, did not get to and came in late, please let us know. We will definitely go back in the slideshow. We want to thank everyone for coming. We want to thank the students, the teachers. We also want to thank the parents, guardians, families, whomever, because without you, this is not possible whatsoever. So we want to thank you all. One more time, let's hear it for Stephen. And Parlick now has their second first-round pick of this year's draft. So with Parlick's second first-round pick for the Fly-Up Signing Day 2022, they select Enrique Azari, senior, out of East Ridge. This is Enrique's second year into the program. I actually got the pleasure of announcing his senior night in swimming over at East Ridge, so it's great to see him.
Congratulations.
He's a student over at EMCC as well. He likes to read, learn new things, and run.
Hi, Dell here with Hotel Complete Great.
We have a representative from Poly Shop. We will have you guys coming up in just a moment.
Yeah, Jay. That was a perfect story.
One more time, let's hear it up for Enrique.
All right, so we'll just follow you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Our next company is another new company, Poly Shop. They're out of West Henrietta. Their next pick actually told me he could not make it this evening, but we do want to celebrate him nonetheless. So at Poly Shop's first overall pick in the Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Program, they select Jacob Shoemaker, senior, out of West Henrietta. Hands on the clock for their next pick. If we can have a representative come up to Poly Shop's next pick for us. Red table here, thank you. Handtech really jumped into the program, both feet first this year, which is great to see. And they do have a second selection that they picked. So with Handtech's next first round draft pick of the 2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Signing Day, they select Nathan Deal, senior, out of Fairport. Nathan Jr., I apologize. One more time, let's hear it up for Nathan. Our final pick of the evening. We have 30 students that we're honoring tonight at 15 companies, and this is our final, and I always say last but not least pick. So with the final selection in the first round, Poly Shop selects Jacob Youngs, Jr. from East Rochester. Once again, students, please take your swag bags. If any students are remaining, we'd love to get a little group picture in front of the step and repeat at the end of the draft. If there's any students that have not had their name selected and came in a little later, please raise your hand and we'll announce you. We don't want to miss out on anybody. We do want to thank everyone for doing this again. Once again, let's hear it for Jacob. Once again, everyone, we do thank you for coming to the 2022 Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Draft here at East High School as we welcome kids from East, Monroe One BOCES, and several schools around the east side of Monroe County. We want to thank everyone for coming. Students, please grab your swag. Every student, we'd love to have you in front of the step and repeat before you leave. Grab some food, grab some water on the way out. Once again, we do thank everyone for coming. We thank the families for taking time out of your day. We thank the students. And once again, we thank our partners at BOCES 1 and our partners at East for hosting. We could not do this without you guys, and we could not do this without the great businesses in our region as well. Thanks again, everybody. We appreciate you. We thank you. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Have some fun. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And best of luck to all of our youth apprenticeships. One more time, let's have a huge round of applause.
Probably put work on Apprenticeship and let's come up here and go. Yeah. This is good. This is part of it. Finger Lakes for a while. I think Jason's on like
We have all the students come to the step and repeat here.
It's good to see that they're.
Right, and his name was Alejandro. Actually, no, his name was Alejandro. But I don't know, I asked my brother if it was his name and he moved it out. Yeah, no, I guess you see there. Well, what do you
Showing English setting suggestions, editing search, editing notes, editing options available, standards and
Central Park. Don't shake my hand.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You gotta keep it.
I'm waiting on Rob. That's grants, by the way.
Big bag. Swag bag. That's
No, I'm not playing any goes.
Hey!
Send me an email and I will say
You know that, right?
That was my order. You gotta put that.
One of them trying to supposed to email your child.
Yeah, right, I know. Boys, let's all get together.
I was on.
All right, that's fine, that's fine.
They got another question. They're finally, now that COVID Yeah, I think everyone's kind of just going on their own way anyway.
He's been doing it here,
Mr. Blakemore,
His big plan is like he's gonna go there, he's gonna get his MBA, and then on his own company. This is Michael Conrad. Yeah, congratulations. It's funny, like when I heard her name, Mitch, I was like, wait a second. I didn't see you guys at all. Congratulate her, not me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Very cool.
we can talk about
Yeah, good to see you guys. Hello, family. We said, yep. See you guys later.
She's graduated from Martin's in 1960.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She left 50+ years ago. Great school.
all three of our girls go there. Actually, so it's funny, Henderson's first
Yeah, bro.
Nice to meet you too. Grandma put her coat on. See that?
Monday, I just gotta spend time in the property.
Nice, good to see you. Tired at some point, right?
This
This will be my retirement. I don't know why I'm giving you a bad time.
I forget about Nancy because I've been around for a while, yeah.
Andrews used to take up things and stuff. Moody.
That's right.
Oh, don't take down. Okay, ready? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations. Good to see you again.
Okay, well,
Your bright future. Bright future.
good one. Use it, but don't do
No, last year. Yes.
Senior, huh? Oh my gosh. Running?
Yeah, I just remember he talked about it. He got his back foot for the indoor, and then next week I think he's gonna be. Yeah.
So just take the next school year, when you're looking over MCC, so your employer's been knocking on the door. You'll have that.
Go.
You'll be very well.
Just keep running.
No, I'm
Congratulations. Alrighty. I won't see you next year.
Hi, Rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so.
I'm a parent.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, they do, yeah, they're doing the,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to them too, just about.
14 different videos.
I don't know, they're all different.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a nice night.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye. Looking at
So
it,
Yeah.
because I noticed the mechatronics certificate and stuff. So, yeah, so